Shining Force 2 playthrough. We have just defeated the Kraken. We are in Hassan right now, walking around, talking to weird dwarf folks. When I first played the game, I thought this guy might be, someone who could join your party. He is not. We picked up a running pimento. We got 2 mithril while we were here. We upgraded our weapons, and now we are on our way to go get the caravan, which is one of the most useful things in the game you can get. The battle is somewhat difficult if you are not prepared. I just want to get rid of all the mithril I'm carrying right now. We're not going to use the running pimento. It's one of the most useful items in the game. It will increase your movement range by 1 or 2 points. You want 2. And you don't want to use it pre-promotion because it will be erased. Everything is reset, or at least a few of the stats are reset every time you promote a character. So it's almost a complete waste. And it's one of the rarest items in the game. There's only 2 that I'm aware of. So this is always an interesting battle. Just enjoy the optics of it, I suppose. Where the sea meets land, meets desert, meets mountain. It's really quite a lush game for the Sega Genesis. More gargoyles. How wonderful. May's gonna have a lot of struggles in the sand. We already have a character who is at a level where he can be promoted. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to hold off. You can gain up to 20 levels before the cutoff. At level 40, you can no longer gain experience or gain levels. So the more time that you spend leveling up will transfer to better stats end game. Hope this doesn't hurt too bad. Ah, it's not that bad. I'm going to go ahead and getting lots of crappy levels where I'm only getting 1 point for each attribute. Oh, that sucks. Hope everyone's having a great Labor Day today. Shining Force every day is a good day to play Shining Force. I'm not sure why he attacked him, but now he's dead. Well, the caravan's coming up soon, so he'll be going in there. Die. 13, not bad. Not bad for a cleric character. looking forward to getting the caravan though. I have so many mithril pieces right now, I don't really know what to do with them. I'm running out of space. Inventory management in this game wasn't its strong point for sure. Getting some good experience though to characters who don't ordinarily get it. I don't know why I never used Luke's character, otherwise known as Gwaihir. But once I started using him, there's a huge benefit for flying characters who don't have the same limitations on movement. And also the land effects, I haven't quite figured out how that works, how that impacts your damage rates, your defense rates, your ability to absorb certain kinds of attacks. I think it's part of the formula, but it's not really explained to you. So it's kind of always been just like, whatever, it's there. I'll note it, but I don't think I'm gonna really figure it into the way that I'm running my army type of situation. Oof, heavy attack. Not sure if I'm going to promote Sarah at level 20. That's usually the plan, but I want her to learn heal 3. And I think she learns that at either level 22 or level 24, so. Alright. Hey, there you go. Advisable to move to your to this part of the map for your centaurs so they can move around on the on preferable terrain. And let the enemies come to you at that point. Ooh, +3 to attack. Yeah, Peter's a beast. Trying to think of other instances where there's a character nearly as powerful for any game, like especially for an RPG or a tactics game. And I was thinking of a little bit of Canopus from Tactics Ogre. Kind of fits that mold. He's a flying character. He's overpowered for a large majority of the game. The game really wants you to use him, and he's really important to the story as well. 16, very nice. What was that? Blast. Okay, sorry, I'm going a little too fast. Hope he doesn't get hit by this Soul Sour because that thing they'll probably one-shot him. He is quite squishy. An annoying character to have to fight, the Soul Sour. Sometimes their hits end up paralyzing you, and it does a lot of damage. They have high defense, they're highly resistant to physical damage, so. Be wary. Hey Corbin, how you doing, man? I know you're watching right now. I hear you've been tuning into my videos. I appreciate that. Hope you've been doing good, my man. Eventually, we'll run into your character on here. I named a character just after you. I can't remember which one it is. We'll figure it out, though, buddy. Glad I'm not playing on Super because This would be unmanageable right now. My skills are just like not quite what they used to be, it appears. That's alright. The whole point is to have fun. I'm not trying to really reinvent the wheel or anything. It's a pretty simple game as far as the strategy and tactics go. But it's also one of the most effective. One of the things I think about when I think of this game, tactically speaking, is that it's the pacing of it's really what sets it apart. It almost feels like an arcade tactical RPG, which would make sense at the time because Sega was very much into the arcade circuit and things being faster. I think it presents in all manners of game design in this game. From the movement speed to how fast it is when you're out in the field, in battles, everything's a little bit faster paced than is typical for the medium and the genre. He's getting up there in level too. Come on, girl, kill him. Oh! That's a terrible level. I'm gonna re-roll that. You want to typically gain 2 levels every, 2 attribute points for strength every time Geralt levels up. Padovic, I should say. I'm gonna start referring to their names. Everybody who's gonna be watching this is probably already familiar with the game and already knows the characters. You know who it is. So I'm going to just refer to them as the names that I've written. I say that now, but I'll probably forget. No, I'm not giving up on this, damn it. I might have to wait a bit. Killed him. Well, maybe it's one of those levels that's just going to have to stay ones. Let's skip ahead a little bit. So Corbin, what are you playing right now, man? I know I can't really hear you, but I bet you're playing Astrobot a lot. We'll just stick with it, it's fine. Respectable damage. This should take off 10. Oh, 12. They are a little, that's right, they're a little weaker to the fire attacks, so. I don't want to. There we go. Need to be a little more cautious about my movement. So that he had a high land effect there. I wonder if that impacted the hit rate, and it allowed him to miss to dodge that attack. I'm not really sure. Since the land effect is 30, I think that means it's more favorable to you. This is a pretty easy fight. 2 to attack, very nice. As I mentioned very early in the playthrough, Rizzo ends up being one of the strongest characters in the game. He gets some high-level magic attacks as he continues to level, especially promoted form. And his stats will undergo a huge boost. He completely transforms. He transforms into a frickin' ninja, and it's amazing. Padovic turns into a werewolf. Good old Geralt. Not perfect. So my main strategy for the next fight, for Taros, and that's no bull, is to get close with Bowie once I've eliminated all the other enemies from the area, and have Sarah harassed, standing behind him and healing him. Because that, you can get kind of cheesed a few times if you're not careful with that fight. So make sure your healing is high, make sure you have magic points by the end of the fight for Sarah, or it might be kind of tough. Taros can get 2 attacks in a row, at least. And he does very heavy damage. I don't even know why I'm recalling him. I know he's just gonna die really soon anyway. Alright. Let's see if there's anything else we can do here. I don't think so. Sure, we have enough healing items. Not really. That's something I can change. I think I can get another power ring or 2, actually, now that I think about it. I can get 1. So who should I give it to? He's already doing good damage. Zero sucks right now. I might give it to Geralt. Or Gwyer actually would be a better choice. Since Padovich is his growth rates for, yeah, I'll give it to him. I might have 1 or 2 more power rings in that storage there, in the deals section. Let's speed it up a little bit. What a huge guy! Stop right there or I'll attack you. Come with me or die. You're coming with me, dead or alive. The caravan is there behind it. We must have it. Time's up. Now we battle. This is an annoying stage, kind of, just because of the pillars and obstacles in your way. So having a flying character or 2 will go a long way in mitigating that. Gotta watch out though, those arrow guys can swoop and do some damage to your flying characters, so. I think my favorite, Peter and Chester, make excellent flying characters. If you give Chester the Pegasus wing, which I almost always do now, it's so nice having a character that has good defense and high hit points, able to fly around. Reasonable defense anyway. I'll get killed by that guy. Oh, you know what? That's okay. My controller is freezing up again. Okay, there we go. Sometimes I have to punch it to make it see things my way. It seems to work. The sensor inside is the problem. There's pieces of dirt and grime that gets like little minuscule particles that get stuck in there, and it rubs against the sensor and just causes it to go haywire. I don't know why they haven't fixed it, made it make it more difficult for these things to enter there, but most people don't have the technical know-how or the skills to get in there. My theory is that Sony's doing it to just try to extract even more money from the consumer. It's not a pleasant thing to think about, but it's in terms of how people are being gauged these days by these big companies, it would make sense. And it's just going to get worse, I think. Unless we, you know, the consumer, protection bureau has been completely dismantled, it feels like, being run by a corporate shill, from what I understand. Ooh, shit, I gotta be careful here. I need to pay attention. Alright, controller, give me a break. Oh shit, man, I should have been paying more attention. Oh, I forgot to buy healing items. That's what I forgot. Ah, shit. Oh, that's alright. Might have to get out of this battle, because if you lose too many people early on, it makes it very difficult later. Plus, I've made some questionable decisions with my movement. I think he's going to get killed here. Yeah. That's not what we want early on. Yeah, now I can heal. Now that, you know, that's the problem with the characters who can fly and are quick. They can get ahead of the pack, and I mean, they get run down. So that's a failure on my part to really adapt properly. I don't think this will kill him. Oh, 13. Pretty good damage. I like that. Another level for Geralt. Yeah, 2 hit points. That's a new one. His levels have not been going up very high. Actually, no, I don't want to do that. I like the rewind feature. It's kind of cheap, but I've been so scattered lately. It's hard for me to focus on what I'm doing, so very much welcome. That's when I've sped run this game, but it just feels like it's harder to do that now. I'm not sure why. Just not feeling it, I guess. Well, I guess he saved me the trouble of coming after him by coming to me. Who else is up here? Nope. Fancy. Level 18. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna heal the rat. He's pretty squishy. His hit points are still pretty low. So the one guy I thought would be dead now is he's still shaking. I love Kiwi. I just can't help but not love him, but he's pretty terrible. Let's be honest. Even in his promoted form, he does gain the ability to fly. He belches flames, which is awesome. It's cool, but it doesn't really do that much damage late game. And his attack, though, and his defense go up in spades. He gains almost 3 attack and 2 defense for every level, if not higher. On the defense, it could be 3 and 3 sometimes. Well, trying to goad this guy into coming towards me. I think if I should, yeah. Almost can one-shot him. Okay, I think we'll split up here. Oh, actually. Go ahead and heal May. I said I was going to refer to the characters' names as the ones that I wrote, but I haven't quite done that yet. I feel like it'd be too confusing for people who haven't played this or are not familiar with this game. You son of a bitch! I'm gonna fuck you bloody. These things happen. Woo! He's just too quick for you, son. Gargoyle. That's right, revenge. Let's do it. Eat it. Rizzo is now level 20. How wonderful. So I could promote him as well. I'm not going to do that again. I like to promote pretty late. Depending on the difficulty, I might do it a little later or earlier, just on how things are going, just depending on how my force is doing and how we're firing on all cylinders. If you're struggling, you want to do it as soon as possible. But that leaves you to be struggling late game, especially in the hard difficulty. On super difficulty, forget about it. So, actually, I'm trying to think if which difficulty provides the boost to unarmed combat by so much. I thought it was super. Ouch is supposed to be the hardest difficulty, but for whatever reason, the programming, I don't know what was up with this, but super ends up being harder. That's the second, it's supposed to be the second hardest difficulty, but it is much harder because of the boosts that the enemies get to their attack. I don't know that I've done a super playthrough in a really long time. I was just trying to get familiar with the systems again before I even attempt such a thing. And I'm playing all these other games now too. I'm definitely going to be streaming Final Fantasy Tactics when that comes out. That's going to be a treat. Been waiting for this for a long time. I was hoping for a remake, like a full remake. But I'm not sure you'd classify what's coming as a remake or not. So we are fighting Taros right now. We are trying to get the caravan. Well, we're not trying to. We're going to get it. I lost some characters early on because I was making silly moves. We're on hard right now, the hard difficulty. It's not really that hard. But I am kind of an idiot sometimes and I make bad decisions. So that's what rewind is for. Try not to use that too much though. Columns hit hard. Finally get a chance to use some magic. 2 to magic points, alright. His agility isn't going up. That's kind of worrying to me. Usually his agility is extremely high end game, so. Come on down. We need to goad these guys. Yeah, I may have not had as many people over here as I should have on the right side. Pretty good. Now you got to be real careful around here. Taros has a few ways of completely fucking your shit up. And he can kill your entire party and nuke them if they're all next to him, which you don't want to do. We're trying to win the game, not lose. Thinking of all the other games that I would like to stream, I was thinking Metal Gear Solid 2 would be pretty fun, since I already streamed Delta, which I really enjoyed. Some people have been talking shit on it, but those of us who know better, yeah, it was a different time when the game came out for sure, and I'm glad they preserved a lot of that. A lot of the quirkiness of the original script. They pretty much kept it all intact. And they refined some of the gameplay elements in Metal Gear Solid Delta so that it's not as annoying to play, considering modern gaming sensibilities. Unfortunately, I don't really have too much in the way of healing items for a lot of these characters, so... Oh, you went after my... What a dick. Punk ass. Alright, it should all be fairly smooth sailing from here. It's preferable for them to go over there since there's more of my characters on that side. Oh man, why is she so far back here? I guess it's my fault. Ah. Nah, I'm not messing with that today. There we go. I hope that's far enough away. We'll see here in a second. It's a pretty cool attack. Oh shit, that's what I was afraid of. This is not good. Luckily the battle's almost over. It's not that big of a deal, but... Calm down. Now, Taros is probably going to get another attack before they can even move out of the way, so unfortunately, they might be toast. Oh, no, 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 controller. Damn! Stop it. Yep, see, they didn't even have a chance to move. No chance at all. And this is why Taros is kind of an asshole. Well, I'm still glad you get to see that, because, man, it will prepare you for your own playthrough if you ever choose to play. What I usually do is I use a power ring to give Bowie some agency when he's up there, gives him just the ability to do some damage. Enough to where he can kill him in a few turns, and because when you're right in front of him, you are right in harm's way, so I wonder if I can do it from here. Might be enough. Maybe if I put this guy in here. See, look, he got another attack almost immediately. This is dangerous. Wonder if I should just drop back. Maybe not. Maybe so. One more hit. Oh, that was pretty lucky, actually. He got a second attack in. Now, and under certain circumstances, you can get Tauros' sword, which none of the Force can actually use. I don't know how. Unless you're using the commands that allow you to drop the enemy's items by controlling them. There may be circumstances where he drops it, just I don't see why you would need it. So we have the Caravan now. It's a weird looking vehicle. I don't know even what I'm looking at. It looks like it's some kind of seashell or something. The Ancients. It almost looks like it's alive. Some kind of H.P. Lovecraft thing. Monstrosity. The Ancients, for how should I say this, grace? No wonder the Caravan is so small. It carries miniaturized people and items. I can drive this excellent vehicle. May I go with you? The Historian. You're kidding, right? Well, at least we can bring lots of soldiers with us. But soldiers in the Caravan cannot enter battle because they've been miniaturized. Well, we'll just have to wait and see. I don't like this guy. What the? I'm not sure what that's about. I hold a grudge, but I mean, Rode is kind of an asshole, but I'm sure Peter has his reasons. Let's see if there's anything else. Alright, so we have the Caravan. First order of business is to hear that amazing music. Next order, we got to deposit some items. This gives us greater range to have our healing items or anything else in our inventory without having to worry about being usurped by the Dread Mithril. I really want to get I think it's the Gendarme, or is it Gizam? I don't know. It's a French word for sure. The Mist Javelin, Giant Knuckles, and perhaps the Ground Axe. We'll see how that goes. It's rare to get so many of those without a lot of time and effort. It's difficult to get a lot of these because the rolls are just seem so bad. I love this new area. Always have. And this little whimsical little piece of music that perfectly embodies the dwarves, their underground tunneling and their pickaxes, but they can't work right now because one of them is sick. This little fellow over here. Cold, I'm so cold. That's how dwarves sound, by the way. This almost reminds me of, I don't know, just the music. Like, I'm thinking it reminds me of, 1920s, 1930s jazz and classical musicians. I don't have any examples off the top of my head, but it's got a flair and a favor and a sense of orchestration that kind of embodies that time period for me. And you have this piece of music. Probably one of the most soothing I've ever heard in a video game. I showed it to a friend of mine, and she said it was basically Zelda, which I disagreed with, but I have the knowledge of both of them, enough of a knowledge to know how they differ, so she didn't really know what she was talking about. The secret book. We probably will want that to turn Kazin into a sorcerer. We do have a few people we can promote now, but we're not going to. This is a good place to promote people, in my opinion. I just enjoy the atmosphere. It seems a world apart. Kind of like a fantasy land or something. There are some items in this town we're going to want to pick up. We have the secret book already. I think we already picked up what was ever in here. There is some mithril in here. There's also a battle course in here. I don't remember how to get to it, though. Nothing was there. A bookcase with no books on it. Yeah, let's see if I can get to these items here. Well, that was easy enough. The Vigor Ball! Alright, that's what we're gonna give to Sarah. Karast. Man, I'm kind of annoyed that I keep having to name these characters and all of their different names. Mithril. Is that it? That might be all the items here. Where's that training course? Let's take a look. Is it over here? It is. Do I want to do this? I don't see why not. It's been a while since I've beat this. It's an annoying course. You'll have monsters popping up, and they start off easy, but they'll get progressively harder. If I start getting annoyed by it, I'll get the hell out. Mist Demon, Lesser Demon. Ouch, this is gonna hurt, isn't it? Oh! No. I'm gonna go get one shot. Really? I guess I'll have to come back here when I'm a bit stronger. That was bullshit. Alright, here we go. Yeah, I meant to put him back in the caravan. That's alright. Probably should have gone back to Hassan. I just forgot that they actually get some new weapon inventory and a new character in there. Rick, I believe. Skills, buddy. Man, I guess I need to be a bit more cautious with my movement of my main character. It'll be fine. You got other guys to pick up the slack. Going to let the music take center stage now. I might be off the mic for a bit. All right. That's not what I wanted to do. All right, yeah. Ooh, how exhilarating. Just hearing the music and no one's annoying voice. We should do that for more battles. Because that's what this game is all about. It's kind of feeling the whole thing through. Can't really do that when some jerk-off is talking over the music, can ya? But anyways, I'm going back to Hassan because I believe there's some new things we can do there. Oh, hey, buddy, who are you? Yes, I did. You're welcome. Yeah, it's pretty boring. Frederick the Knight has joined the force. I don't really use him that much in most of my playthroughs. He's got good defense, decent attack, but I just go with Chester. Old childhood friend, you know, that kind of thing. Okay, so we got some options here. We have the broadsword, which you won't be able to use pre-promotion for any of the characters, unfortunately. It's not a bad sword if you are promoted at this point in the game. The power spear can be used pre-promotion and after promotion, so it's more useful. Things are getting pretty expensive too, aren't they? Let's see, look, 8 to attack for Chester. That's a huge step up, and it's going to help him stay relevant and level up with the rest of our force, so. This is for monks, master monks. This is for clerics. I don't think I can use that for May. Nope. Just got to be promoted to use that. And I don't know there's much else we can buy here that can be useful for us. I guess I could give Rick the power spear as well. Rick has great defense. In fact, it looks like his stats are equal to or better than Chester's in almost all respects. Jeez. Well, let's try him out. Let's get another power ring because I'm sure we can afford. Well, we can get 1 or 2 more, however many we have left. Oh man, how many did I get? I didn't think I got this many. I feel a little sheepish. I can almost give one to everyone on the force. There's another one, oh my god. Well, I can't afford it, but... Well, at least we know what we have options. We're well represented in the ring department. Are you a magician? Yeah. Abracadabra, bitch. I'm not going to use them anymore, but I hate seeing when someone's dead. It makes me feel bad. They're like friends. You know them over time, and you have a predilection towards keeping them alive whenever possible. If you're a complete psychopath. Alright. Moving on. I hope it doesn't trigger this bat up. Yep. battle always triggers here. There we go. Save real fast here, just for shits. I think there's some mithril around here, but I don't remember where it is. I don't know that I want to search this entire mountain range, each single pixelated square, in the hopes that I uncover it. Oops. If I were doing a live feed, I'd be able to get feedback on it, I suppose. Does anyone remember where that other mithril is here? Anybody at all? That would be kind of helpful to know. Maybe I'm looking in the wrong place. Maybe I imagined the whole damn thing. There is a piece of mithril that I think I missed earlier on, now that I think about it. But I'm not sure I want to go back right now just to do all that. So we're going to continue on. We're going to run into some harpies here in a minute. It's not an easy battle on the harder difficulties because the harpies are lethal. And we don't have any promoted characters yet, so it shouldn't be too bad, but let's play it by ear here. Ha ha ha, ketchup. So I'm kind of a dumbass. I completely forgot to buy an axe for Jaha, so not very bright. Not my best day, but I still thought I'd get on and play a little bit. Oh boy. Hopefully it doesn't initiate the fight. Man, my controller's pissing me off. Alright, there we go. That's better. So we have a new addition to the party. His name is Elric. He's pretty good. I do favor him on normal playthroughs because I think he's cool looking. Unpromoted, of course. I cannot stand the brass gunner. What it does to my beautiful sprites. Oh my god, stop it. Can't tell if his stats are good or not. They're pretty decent. They're not as good as May, I guess. And his movement is less, but I think his growth also for defense, attack, and agility. When he gets promoted, he gains +1 to movement. Or is it +7? +2, I can't remember. Alright. Gonna have to hop off in a bit. Gotta do some trash. I might actually just stay on, let the game run. And just go do that real fast. So let's go have a drink at the bar, you and me, and I will be back in a minute. And we're back. Trying to see how many hours I've played this game. 268 hours. Well, give or take, because I played some of the other games on this compilation. But I would say 260 to 270 of those hours are just primarily Shining Force 2. On our way to Creed's Mansion. I'm actually debating whether I want the defense ring, because you can get it in this next battle, but this battle actually comes back later. You can farm it if you'd like. There's a skeleton man that drops it. Oh, there's a secret back here, by the way. And a bunch of crap for the most part. And we have a brave apple and some mithril also. More mithril. Yay. Woo. Leave now. Never mind. Get 'em, boys. Strange comment in a fantasy game from the Skeleton Man. Well, you know, the Skeleton Boys hit pretty hard, so watch yourself. Might promote a few characters early, as their utility is diminished right now and they gain substantial strength at this part of the game. I'm still weighing that. This is gonna hurt. Yeah, 29. Damn. Well, you gotta take one for the team sometimes. Wanted to draw them in closer. That's why I'm not going after people. More or less trying to get them to come to me. They're weak against fire. 11 damage. Try to separate these guys. Keep them away from my weaker party members. I think I might just, I don't know. sure when I get heal 3. I'm gonna stick with leveling her before I promote her, and she gets that. I think it's 24, level 24. So past level 20 plus, they start getting some pretty nice bonuses from level up. So, ugh, terrible. Ones. You punk. Level 20. And this guy's useless on this stage. Whoa. Ones again. Yeah, Wire is starting to fall behind. Homie, don't play that. Ugh. Oh, my controller! Stop it! It has a mind of its own. So does this game, apparently. Bitch. Oh, I got the protect ring anyway. Alright, sweet. I don't know if that's a guaranteed drop. I don't think it is. 2 damage. Jeez. That's with a power ring on. Ugh. Not even sure he's going to get promoted to the level where he can be promoted. Usually he keeps up pretty well, but I'm usually playing on normal difficulty just for fun, and on hard it's a little bit more difficult to evenly disperse the experience, because you got to make tougher decisions. Sometimes you got to sacrifice units and do other kinds of things tactically on the battlefield, which negate your leveling attempts, or your attempts to keep everyone at kind of a balanced level. Yeah. Very rare item there. Quite a jump in agility. You may go now. I need to talk to Fairy. Dum-de-dum-dum-dum-dum. What time to check the collections? Excuse me, sir. Yo! Yes? My master? Do you have an appointment? A what? Can you pencil us in, dude? I'm sorry, but he's busy now. Please come back later. Dum-de-dum-dum-dum. Can't see Mr. No kidding. Ryan, Carlos, let's force our way into the room. Adler, you're getting bold. But it's a good idea. Let's go! How did he do that? You impolite kids, you can't go in. Mr. Creed is too busy. Go away. Ryan, on our left, that door button leads to Mr. Creed. Okay. No, don't go in there. No. What stupid kids. Whoever passes through this magic door becomes small. That is, anybody who's not protected by Mr. Creed. Now you're part of the collection. What happened? Strange feeling swept over me. Lifted upward. It's very difficult to explain what's happened to us. We're very small now. So now we're in the desktop village / kingdom. It's quite a quaint little place. You guys look so cute. Ha ha. Bye, little kitties. Walking away, walking away, walking away. Ryan, cheer up. Let's look around this desktop kingdom. I agree. Let's go meet Creed later. Blah blah blah. Oh, this is the badass bitch right here, Karna. I at least suggested you get the Vigor Ball. There's a second one. It will be good training for me. We shall see, priest. Usually I just opt to kill the king here. It's a good place to level, but on the harder difficulties, and if you're under leveled, which some of my characters are, you're gonna have some trouble. This way is to make a spear point with your force, make a column, and have the stronger attackers up front and the defenders up front, and that's what we're opting to do right here. How fortuitous. Their defense is very high. There's 2 queens, which means that the chessboard is kind of cheating, but we know how to play that game too, don't we? Hey, stop that. Stop it. Stop it. This is gonna hurt. Oh my god. Irritating. Heal 3. Please stop. Please stop. There we go. Stop it. Oh, the king presents himself. This is gonna kill him, probably. Fucking bullshit. So we're gonna try to just take the king out. I don't want to mess with all this other crap. But we're gonna have to heal some of our guys first. That might, I don't know, it might save him, having 18 hit points. Might not. Everyone hits hard. Even the monks and the priests hit hard. Oh, this is annoying. Nope. Yeah, wrong. God, why the target's the way it does. Yeah, we're getting smashed. If they heal the king, I'm gonna have to get out. And I think that's gonna happen at some point, so. I need to change my strategy. The spear tip didn't seem to really help that much. He's gonna get healed, I guarantee it. And I'm gonna fume. I'm gonna be so pissed. Oh, what an ass. Yep, there it is. All of his hit points come back. I'm just getting demolished. There's no way I can stick with this. I'm gonna lose my entire force. What a load of shit. Don't even try it, you suck. Oh, my game plan wasn't good. I didn't anticipate them being this strong. Maybe we can get some levels though. A little bit of experience each time we do this. Usually I don't have too much trouble with this fight. Yeah, a lot of horse shit. What a dickhead. Man, they made this an incredibly annoying fight. I'm not sure why they thought it would be fun to have one of the hardest fights in the game pre-promoted. I guess they figured some people will be promoted by now and it'll be a more fair challenge. Might have to promote some people, but I don't have the weapons anyway, so. Spend a small fortune each time I go in here. could I promote now that it would be useful to promote them? Well, I might take a break for now. Oops. Jesus. I really need a new controller. Okay, there we go. I love to save a lot, it's fun. But I'm going to take a break now. I'll be back.